Namaste, guys. Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Sunday morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time here in Denver, Colorado. And we're jumping on for a daily dose of light, love, and power. Why does it look like I've been crying? And then we're going to talk about love as the energy today. So these are the qualities of the soul: light, love, and power. And I thought to myself, what would be Dean, Namaste, my Australian Arhatic yogi brother? I was thinking about what we could talk about that is simple to get, right? Like conceptually, theoretically, it's simple to get, but it takes a lifetime to practice and master. But once you start practicing it, and once you start getting it, you're going to start shifting your relationships with everybody in your life. It's connected to the love aspect. So you've probably heard of the expression before that the eyes are the windows to and of the soul, right? The eyes are the windows to and of the soul. Adriana, namaste. And what does that actually mean? So when we look at somebody in the eyes, we're giving them permission to connect to our soul, because the soul energy is coming in and out of the eyes, right? And when they Lupka, namaste, and when they look at us, Joanna, namaste, when they look at us, they're giving us permission to connect up to their higher self. And I've noticed, and this awareness came to me. Good morning, everyone. This awareness came to me about a year ago from one of my mentors and friends who's worked with me for a while. And I started realizing it, started practicing it. I don't say I have a level of mastery in this yet because it's very subtle. But when we have people in our lives that maybe cause us pain, grief, suffering, in some way, shape, or form, there's a tendency for us to meditate and to look at the lower aspects of that person, right? So if the person has a lot of anger issues, we see the person as angry. If the person has a lot of depressed issues, we see them as depressive. If the person lives a life of chaos and drama, we tend to see them as a person of chaos and drama, right? But if we recognize that that person is a being of light, love, and power, that that person is in the process of growing, evolving, and becoming better, and that person is divinity in a physical form, it's much, much easier to let go of the programs, the trauma, the chaos, the idiosyncrasies, the limiting beliefs, the false ideas about that person. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like when we look at a baby, most of us, when we see a baby, we're like enamored with love and sweetness. And we're like, ooh, look at that teeny tiny baby, right? We love on the baby. Why? Because we see the baby as helpless. We see the baby as needing us to step up, to support them, to give them nourishment on every plane, or the baby doesn't survive. Another part of it is we see the baby as innocent, as untainted, as that baby could also never hurt us, right? Well, namaste. But as we grow up from babies to toddlers to children to preteens to teens to young adults to adults, we lose that. We lose that perception of the other person as innocent, as wholesome, as complete, as not being able to hurt us anymore, right? So the point connected to today's stream about a daily dose of light, love, and power, focusing on love, is that if we can see people as the soul, Jillian, namaste, if we can see people as the soul, we can transform our relationship with others. Not just our intimate partners, not just our siblings or our parents, but everyone at large, recognizing that yes, the person has faults, yes, the person has weaknesses, yes, the person has negative tendencies, to lie, to cheat, to steal, to whatever. But they are not those things. They are essentially the soul, light, love, and power. Not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that happens overnight, but what I am 100% saying through my own experience and working with other people and seeing other people transform through this is when you see the other person as the soul, everything changes for the better, especially the intimate partners in your life. If you see them as the soul, as light, as love, as power, incarnated, everything changes. Because what we're typically doing is seeing them the opposite way. We see all their faults, their weaknesses, their negative tendencies, their inadequacies, their physical body. We see all of these things with our physical eyes, right? And then we go, yeah, there might be, I don't know, some divinity somewhere in that person. There might be some light or love or power or something like that in that person. Versus seeing it the other way. Their light, love, and power taking on a physical body. Jessica says, wowzer, I knew that, but today I really felt your words to my core. Good. Very, very good. So does that make sense? So that's what I wanted to cover today with the Daily Dose of Love is how can we love people more? How can we hold space for people more? How can we accept people as they are, right? They may not be as advanced as you, but guess what? There are many, 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 many more people that are more advanced than me, more advanced than you, who also look at us and go, that person's the soul. They're not their struggle. They're not their weaknesses. They're not their challenge. They're the soul. So I hope that helps. We made really good time on this one. Again, simple, right? But not easy to master and practice. But if you do, it'll transform your life. And a transform of the relationships of the lives that are in your life. So when you look at someone through your eyes to their eyes and see the divinity within them, and you allow them to look into your eyes and to connect to the divinity within you, the relationship changes. How can we help them uncover their light, love, and power? Thank you for all you do. Welcome, Joanne. And all credit to my teacher. I'm just the mouthpiece for the teacher. How can you help them uncover their light, love, and power? So Adriana is asking the question, the people in your life, how can you help them uncover their light, love, and power? Two ways. One we just covered, but I'll repeat it. One way is you connecting to your light, love, and power. Because as you are connected to your light, love, and power aspects, right, as you radiate light, love, and power, what does that do? It transforms those around you. You become an energy transformer. Just like the great, great teacher, Ramana Maharishi, people would travel from all over the world just to sit in the aura of this great, great teacher. Because just the act of sitting in the aura of a great, great teacher, you have access to your own light, love, and power. Now, I'm willing to gamble that myself and the people watching this stream are not Ramana Maharishi, right? But we are all in the process of becoming little Ramana Maharishis, and then bigger, and then bigger, 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 right? We're in the process of becoming great, great souls. So the more often we can connect to our higher selves and radiate that light, love, and power, it awakens the light, love, and power aspect within other people. And I'll cover that in another stream about the devotion aspect. But in the meantime, you do what you can of connecting to your light, love, and power through your spiritual practice and through your awareness of your own divinity and awareness of the divinity of the other person. Because when you look at somebody with presence and reverence and devotion, how does that make you feel? Because they are awakening the light aspect, right? They're awakening it within you. But when somebody sees you as a piece of garbage and a piece of trash and unworthy, how does that make you feel? Less. But isn't it interesting that your light, love, and power is unchanging? It's unchanging no matter how the world perceives you. Think about that. Think about that. What changes is your perception to your own divinity. That's the problem. Nobody can take your light, love, and power away from you. Nobody. But your perception can. Your perception can limit that connection. That's the problem. So as long as you are grounded and anchored in the self, I realize that's a good topic for today on the light aspect. As you're grounded in the self, radiate, 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 radiate. Transform others, transform yourself. And that's the other interesting thing. I don't want to turn this into a long stream, right? Because we do little baby streams, and then we're doing the Twin Hearts meditation twice. Is the more you connect to your divinity, the more you see the divinity in other people. It's not the other way around. It's not that I see the light, love, and aspect within that person, but I don't see it within myself. And namaste. I didn't know you were in Lakewood. We're so close. Does that make sense? So you see light, love, and power within others, yes, but you have to see it first. What's the word? First in yourself. That is super, super important. And yes, you can do them simultaneously, but it begins with the self. I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with this metaphor that we have in pranic healing. If you have a building, and the building has an elevator, and you go up and you want to know what's on floor number 2, floor number 3, floor number 4, floor number 5, and there's another building, another soul, and you want to know what's on their floors. You can only know what's on the other person's floors, Tatiana, namaste, if you've been on your own floor. So if you want to know what's on the floor number 4 of the other person, you have to know what's on your floor number 4. I know it sounds a little cryptic and a little hard to comprehend, but that's how it is in the spiritual world. So if you don't know yourself well, you can't know other people well. If you don't know what the spiritual path looks like for yourself, the trials, the tribulations, the challenges, the ups and downs, you are not going to be able to know the spiritual path for another person. Right? That's what a great teacher does. A great teacher has been there and done that. The great teacher sees all the floors. That's why they can look at you and they can go, this person's on floor number 3. This is what they're experiencing right now. So they have to come down to your floor and then bring you up. Right? But if you don't understand what floor you're on, you can't understand what floor the other person's on, how can you properly help them? Make sense? So I hope that wasn't too much. I hope that wasn't overwhelming. I hope I didn't talk over anyone's head. We're all trying to talk on the same floor with each other. But for those of you who want to go deeper, want more healing, want more light, love, and power realized within your own life, then work with me. Hire me. Go to ChristianRLong.com, click on the little tab, sign up for a healing session. We do coaching, which coaching is a little bit watered down to what we do. But for simplicity's sake, coaching and understanding, and then we do the healing aspect. And it's very, very powerful. So I look forward to connecting with you guys very, very soon. And in 15 minutes, we'll be jumping on to do a Another Twin Hearts meditation. Yay! To bless and heal Mother Earth, all sentient beings, and the coronavirus, so we can all learn this lesson and move our lives forward. Okay? All right, guys. ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consultant. Atma. Namaste. Bye-bye.